Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special video showcase we are of course returning to the fan home build your own Optimus Prime figure. This is stage 9, and I think after this stage we will finally have the full completed look at what this foot is supposed to look like. So not all the stages have been on the feet, just in case you're thinking that. Stage 1 was the head, we've also built some of the chest, but yes, the majority at the moment has been on this ginormous foot. Before we get started, let's have a quick look at the magazine. So again, the magazine comes with movie information, actor information, things on the comics, things on the movies, things on the actual characters and special toys, etc. It's a really great little read, and of course, let's be honest, it is just a bonus because it's what comes with the actual model build itself. So this is what we're looking to do today. Funnily enough, the bits that actually are the right colours, that is what we've built. So we're looking to have this completely done. Now, I'm not too sure how difficult this is going to be. Let's have a quick look in the bag, and again, I'm continuing with the decision of doing each stage one at a time due to the, I suppose, really positive feedback that I've had regarding this. As I say, a lot of people are now asking where I got it from, etc. And in the UK, I've got to be honest, we have been lucky the fact that it has been out for quite some time. In fact, as I say, I'm pretty sure I put up a post that I've got issue 86 or something now, so it's been out for 86 weeks in the UK. I know that it's going to start hitting other places around the world purely because, yeah, it's been advertised in the last couple of conventions that happened last year. This piece is metal diecast. It is really heavy. That is plastic, and we've now got an abundance of screws here. The screws and the gears and everything, they're all labelled up. They've even got the names on there, so FP means it's going to plastic because it's plastic, etc. So let me zoom in, get the camera back where it should be. That's it, and let's start this off. So there's our parts. What we've got here is another toe. This looks like it's going to attach to this, but let's have a look first and foremost. So it says here to make sure the orientation is the way it is. So it says about the two should be marked down. So I like the fact it said that, because straight away there's the 2, mark it down, wide bit facing out, and on here you can see the orientation is that the slit is at the top. So 2 is marked down, that's going to go there, and it looks like you're going to put the screw in this side, obviously, because that side is much smaller. It's saying we need a HP screw, so again, it's as simple as just finding the bag with the HP on. Now, I will be very surprised again if we use both of these screws, because we are getting at the moment 1 spare screw with every little bag that we have. So as I say, I'm going to have so many spare screws at the end, which is obviously going to be really good. Right, I'm going to just tighten this up, not fully tight because again it's going into plastic. It doesn't need to be super tight, just enough so that it's fixing in. It does even say without over tightening right there. So there we go. Now it looks like we've got to, yeah, as I said, we've got to attach this to the foot. So let's get this orientation right there. That is how it's saying it should be. Funnily enough, look, there's number 2, and I love it. You see, look how simple it is. Even people who, you know, I'm not an experienced model builder, etc. I definitely haven't spent lots of time building models. That just needed a little bit of a push, bit of force to get that in. But yeah, I suppose that's the other reason why I'm doing it on a individual stage by stage thing, just to, you know, reassure people. FP, this one's saying now they're even bigger. That anybody can do it, because some people, you know, get nervous, or some people think I don't want to invest so much money into things, especially like this, because I'm not going to fib, and you'll be able to work it out for yourself. It depends on what country you're in. This isn't going to be a cheap product, a cheap figure by the time it's fully built, so it's a lot of money to invest. So yeah, exactly that. You're going to want to know, is it, you know, can you do it, shall we say? Let's pop that in there. Let's start to screw that in, and again, not too tight because you want it to have that little bit of flexion because it's going to move. This is going to be crazy detail. That's just a stabilizer, in all honesty. That is literally just a stabilizer. So we've done O2. Now it's saying, yeah, here we go. This is where I've got to get the screws and everything ready. It's saying IP screws. How many do we need? 2 of them. So let me get the IP screws ready, which are here. Yeah, what I was saying is exactly that. It's not overly complicated, and I'll be completely honest as well, guys. At the moment, the only screwdriver I have used is the one that came with issue 1. So I haven't had to go out, buy some screws, buy some kits, buy some things, etc. I haven't had to do any of that. Just this little free screwdriver that came with the pack. Right, let's lift this up, turn it underneath. We've got 2 screw holes there, and the good thing about this is, look, you can see there on, you've got a high one and a low one, and then on the underside here again you've got a high and low. So this should, again, like a jigsaw piece, let's hope. Is it that way? I need to see exactly what I'm doing, and that's not helping. So that needs to be down there. Oh, there we go. So that's going to fit. Right, can you see? How can I show you? This lug here, these, and they're going to fit into the holes underneath and over the top. Yes, if I bring this up now, you can see that that's going to fit into there as well. Right, there you go. So you just heard that. So what I'm going to do now, hopefully not knock the camera, I'm going to get the 2 screws. I'm going to drop them in, which is a bit of cheating, but I'm hoping that they don't go upside down. That hasn't. Good. And I'm going to start to tighten just ever so slightly, just to basically catch the thread, because I don't want to lose it. This screwdriver is magnetized as well. Obviously, guys, if you're doing this at home, it is way easier than what I'm trying to do. If you could, there should be another camera actually filming me trying to film this, because it's so, yes, I can't imagine what I look like, to be fair. But that is on. It is rocking around a bit, obviously. But what I need to do now is really tighten it up. I need a proper studio, let's be honest. Again, if you're wondering, if you're new to the channel, I've told people this before, I'm not embarrassed by it. This is a changing room in a gym where I work. So if you hear any banging, hear any noise, and there is definitely background music, unfortunately. Typically the air conditioning that was going on in here has just gone off, so you can probably hear background music. But anyway, yeah, again, you can do this anywhere as well. So the stabilizer is in. I'm going to go a teeny bit tighter than I would with the normal things for obvious reasons. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. In a good way. In a good way. Right. That is attached onto 04. Let's get the gears. Now these fit the outer upper gear 9G into the indicator's hole with a little pressure. To fit the outer lower gear 9E, first insert an IP screw into the center. So this looks like it's going to pop over these here by the looks of it. So the little one, there you go, that's just a simple pop in like so. And then this one, have we got a correct orientation? Let's have a look. It says first, so it's going to fit over like that. I think I want to just double check on the picture on the other side just to make sure that it is right. It does, I'm not sure if it makes too much of a difference, but let's just quickly read this again. Into the center hole and then engage the part into the indicate hole. So now I'm going to guess that it's going to go that way around. No, it's not. It's definitely not, because it's not going to hold. So that's going to line. Aha, right. So yeah, again, it doesn't say on the picture, but you need this bit, the raised bit, to go into it. So it did say IP screw, didn't it? It did say IP screw. Where's my IP screws gone? That's an EM. There we go. Loads of IP screws. So, and it does actually say on this to put the screw through the hole first. So let's do that. As it says, that is through there, and then now it says to engage this onto there. So that's probably a much better idea, to be fair. So let's see if I can line. See if I can line this up. I'm going to struggle here now. In fact, what I'm going to do is, this is only held on by like a ball and socket because we just popped it on. See that? So I've took that off. I want you guys to see it at the same time. I don't want it to just be, you know, exactly that. If you can't, the point of this for me to do the build was to show you all of the builds. There's no point doing it if I'm taking things off. And if I can make things easier for you, like I've just done by simply just popping that off there, it's not detrimental to the build. It's not detrimental to anything else. Let me line this back up again. This, maybe I should look at that. Maybe should look at somebody filming me trying to do this around the camera. So let's pop that in. Not super tight, but enough. Again, they're not going to like, this is just all decoration, to be honest. There's that. So that's gone in, and you can see that just pops on like so. See, there you go. Always trying to make things easier if I can for you. Right, moving on, we're going to fix the outer wheel. I'm actually really excited for this because this is going to top and finish it off. So here we go, 9A. Note the orientation of the parts, which we've got. So that is there. This big bit here is facing that way, you can see, and then we've got to attach this. Oh wow, this is going to be daft hard. I've got to get this pin through that hole. So hopefully this won't take too long. If this is going to be something that I know is going to take me a long time, guys, what I will do is I'll just I'll do what I don't really want to do. I'll cut off and then come back in, because you don't want to see me spending hours and hours and hours trying to push this through there. How tight is that? I think that's about there. So let's see. Let's see. In fact, how am I going to do this? I'm just pressing it up against the table, so I know you can't see what I'm doing. But that now has pushed it, so we'll just give it a bit of pressure. That's pushed it into there. So what I need to do now, and again, I've got nothing really. I've got this here to press. So again, I might have to do something I don't really want to do. I suppose, again, because I'm doing this and because I know you're not there live, but what I want to do is give you the opportunity to ask questions in the comments, and then I can answer them at the same time as doing this. Right, guys, here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly pause the video and I'm going to attach that through there, okay? Okay, I've done that. Again, I really didn't want to do that, but I just want to reassure you that it wasn't too difficult. All I did was just use the table that was there just to push it through, force it right through, and it's gone in. So we are now, that is what we've done. I've now got to secure it, and it says that I need to get EM screws, which are these here. And as I predicted, yeah, there's 3 there, and it says we only need 2. So that's going to give us 2 spares. So again, if I had a correct tool, correct kits, etc., I might have been able to tap it in with a teeny hammer or something, but I literally just pushed it in using force via the use and assistance of the table. So let me fold that there. Again, look, you can't go wrong. There's like a keyhole shape. There is the same exact shape on the underside. So let's line this up like so. That's gone over there. Now, does it want this folded all the way up, or does it want it out? I'm not too sure. I'm going to leave it out for now. I'm just going to rest that there. I'm going to put the 2 screws in though, because I think that's important. Again, you can see the 2 holes there. Does it say about the R being on the outside? It's got to. The R is probably signifying that it is the right foot still. That is all we've still done. I can't believe that we've spent all, in fact, I shouldn't have tightened that all the way up. What I should have done is I should have done a little bit and then a little bit here. Thankfully, he says thankfully, it hasn't knocked it too far out. So yeah, well, going back to what I was saying, guys, any questions on this, what I'll do is I'll put my iPad next to me whilst I'm doing the build, and then I can just scroll through the questions regarding this whilst I am screwing this all in, because again, I really appreciate anybody who's listening to me right now still waffle on whilst building a huge foot. Right, that is in there. We are now all coming up to the last bit, so I'm really excited for this. So that's that done. We're down to here. Add the ball joint, 9F to the assembly, snap it onto the 2 pins of support, 9A, and secure it with 2 IP screws. So here's the screws, and again, we're going to have 1 spare. So as I predicted, guys, I'm looking at all the bags of screws around me, and yes, indeed, we have yeah, a spare one in each of them. So right, snap this over it. Okay, I don't like that term snap, but it doesn't really mean obviously snap. It means just pop it over there like so. This is gonna look fantastic. Can't wait for this. And I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but there's another, I've just realized this is only the right foot. And I know that sounds silly, as in it's only the right foot, but that means I'm gonna have to do all of this again over however many stages for the other. And if we're only on the feet, then how much more complex is everything else going to be, like hands, fists, chest? Okay, it's going to be fun. That's why we're doing this. That's why we're in for this. That's why we're in for the ride with this. I nearly knocked my camera over. It's going to be really interesting. Right, okay, I was wondering what on earth that was for. That's just going to cup the wheel by the looks of it. So here we go. Slightly move hinge 9B, which is that. Stabilize at B downwards, retrieve the tyre from issue 6 and the centre hole of the tyre 6B onto the ball joint with a little bit of pressure. And I'm just correcting the orientation there, so that looks like it's going to go around there. Wow. Oh, damn, you didn't see it. So let me take it off just to show you again. It was as simple as... I was more concerned with, can I see what I'm doing? There it is. That's out of the way. There is your cutout, and over in it goes. We've got a complete foot. It is done. It has taken quite a few issues. All of these stabilizers are fantastic. Again, they all move around. Remember, we didn't go super tight on them. I can bring that up there because it is on a hook as well to hold that in. I'm super duper impressed with that. Again, quick hand size there for comparison, or for size comparisons. There you go, guys. That is issue 9. I'm loving the fact we're motoring through this. Again, Give me your questions and I'll answer them in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care.